Alright everybody, welcome back here. We've got the Goldenhall Dubai LAN Finals. This is going to be Avengers versus RF. I believe I'm only doing the one game and the one game only. I believe this is going to be the last game. I am not 100% sure. But thanks for joining me here today. We've got, of course, Avengers led by PGG, and then RF, a team I'm not familiar with at all. But that's okay, we're going to get into the game in just one moment, and hopefully everything is good. I should not have a delay on. In fact, I do not. So there's that. So I apologize for everybody. Apologize for the delay that we had, but we're back into the game here. We're going to see Magnus ban on the side of Avengers, the Brewmaster ban, as well as the Codal ban on the side of RF. Now, it's important to note that once I'm done with this game, I believe I will be moving on to the Gosu Cup, but that's fine. For the time being, of course, this is the Goldenhall Dubai Finals. I am Maut. Thank you for joining us here. Bat Rider is going to be the first pickup from the side of RF. Going to see two more pickups going in just one moment from the side of Avengers. Not sure what they're going to go for here. We will find out in just a minute, though. Once again, I apologize for all the delays, things of that nature, but finally, we're making everything work right now. So there's that. And Rubik will be the next pickup here, as well as the Jakiro from the side of Avengers. Two nice pickups there, Rubik and Jakiro, both useful in supporting roles. Rubik sometimes sent to that mid lane. More often than not, though, used as that support hero. Very important distinction there. He can be played in the mid role regardless. So once again, if you'd like to talk in chat, I might be able to talk with you, etc., etc. Hopefully you guys enjoy the cast. Hopefully it's a good one. Getting in the next few picks here, we're going to see... I'm not sure what we're going to see here. We have a Bat Rider, which probably will be set mid, I'd have to imagine, on the side of RF. Don't know what they're going to go in terms of carry, in terms of support. We'll have to find out in just a second. Going to get into reserve time, of course. So there's always that. Yes, it is what I had in mind. 120 left, of course, on the reserve time right now. As you can see, Darkseer will be the pickup here. One more to go. And then, of course, one pickup for the side of Avengers. Important to note, PGG as well as Hexor. Hexor, really good at those videos that he edits. I believe there's no skill involved, and luck or something like that is what he is most commonly known for. What we're going to see here is Shadow Demon on the next pickup coming from the side of RF. We have one more pickup to go here in just a second. Who will it be? I'm not 100% sure. Jakiro is the pickup that they've got previously. They've got one more to go. So Shadow Demon, a support that's been picked up so often. Pretty good support, honestly. I've seen him in the past few games, and he had sort of this long period of play before the International, and the International came around, and he saw some regular play, but he wasn't like the most picked up hero. But now we see him like all the time for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I think people really enjoy disruption. I think defensive disruption is a thing that can save lots of lives, and I think that's important. We're gonna see. Right now, 1 minute and 30 seconds left here on the reserve time for Avengers. Of course, they're going to get into their next pick for just a moment. We'll see what it's going to be. It's going to be a Queen of Pain. Next band phase is going to come up here in just a second to see what it is. And 36 seconds left here on the regular time. They're going to ban out the Clinks on the side of Avengers. We're going to see what they want to go for here. So looking at the teams right now, you've got a mid-hero and two supports on the side of Avengers, whereas Bat Rider, Darkseer, and Shadow Demon. So you've got an offlaner, a support, and a mid-hero on the side of RF. So they've got a little bit more room to maneuver. They needed a carry, which is why you see this Sven being banned out, as well as another support, and that should complete their lineup. Whereas Avengers, they could use a carry as well as an offlaner. So carries are being banned out right now. As you can see, Clinks is also useful in both of those roles, both as an offlaner and as a carry. Anti-Mage, the next band here from the side of RF as well. Another band going to fly out in just a second from Avengers. We will see, I imagine, more carry bands and probably another support band as well if they want to. Something like Leshrac, because Shadow Demon, or Lena even, I think would work really well, because Shadow Demon and Lena are so often used together. And somehow the Dying made it through, so it looks like he will be banned out there. Maybe the Templar Assassin, I think, if you're on the side of RF, because, well, not, I mean, if you can pick it up if you're on the side of RF. I don't think they'll use it, but they could pick it up. And then again, you probably would have to send Bat Rider like jungle, Darkseer, offlane, so maybe don't do that, I guess. Yeah, don't listen to me. Alright, so we're going to see two more bands coming out, and then, of course, the last two picks for both teams in just a second. We'll see what they decide to go for. The next band taking a little bit of time here. They did ban that Anti-Mage out. They're going to probably ban out another carry here, something like the Faceless Void, perhaps. Maybe we'll see a Luna ban, maybe we'll see a Luna pickup, I'm not sure. We've got 2 more bans to go before we can really make any distinctions on what we might actually see in terms of usability here. I think Luna would be a nice pickup here with the Darkseer on the side of RF, because of course that vacuum, getting all the creeps down as much as possible as well would be nice. Luna's ult would be really nice to have. The Lucent Beam is also a nice ability, of course, and we're going to see another ban coming out in just one moment from the side of Avengers. What will it be? I don't know. I would be very surprised to see them let Luna go through. Then again, maybe not, because if they can get it, they'll probably try to pick it up as well. And I don't know if RF will go for something like that. Maybe they'll go for a carry that we don't see too often, something that would be random, essentially. Not sure. We'll find out in just a moment. What are they going to ban out? They still have 122 left on the reserve time. 10 seconds left here in terms of regular time. Nakes is going to be the final ban there. Not a surprise in terms of, yeah, they banned another carry, but a surprise that they let Luna go. I don't think if Luna's not picked up on the side of RF, I think Avengers might pick it up, but then again, I've seen crazier things happen. We'll have to see what both of these teams will go. 23 seconds left on the reserve time right now. Once again, this is Avengers versus RF here for the Goldenhall Dubai LAN Finals. I believe this is the last game in the series. It was a best of 5, so I think they already had a 1-game lead in terms of the Avengers, and I think that they won the second game as well. So if the Avengers are able to take this one, I think they go away with the win here. But if they cannot, then they'll move on. But I'm pretty sure we'll have to see. 56 seconds left here, left on the reserve time. We're going to see what's going to happen here with their next pickup. It's going to be Leshrac, as you can see. Nice pickup there. A lot of pushing power. I called it earlier with the Shadow Demon Leshrac pickup is what we like to see. I think it's like $1,000. I'm not 100% sure what the final... I think it's like something like 1,000, maybe a few hundred. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's over 1,000 in terms of prize pool. I'm not 100% sure about that. Regardless, we're going to get into the next pick here from the side of Avengers. What will it be? I'm not sure. They could use a carry, they could use an offlaner for sure. I don't know what they're going to use in terms of offlane. They have a Windrunner available, Beastmaster as well. Bounty Hunter has been banned out, as you can see. Reserve time being used right now for the side of Avengers. We'll have to see what they want to go here in just a second. Once again, thank you for joining us here. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is, of course, the Dubai Finals. Really appreciate you guys jumping in with us. Getting the last pick up here. This is sort of the thing. I mean, the pick ban phase is always generally the most, I'd say, most long-winded point in the game. It's about a 10-minute process, in which case, a lot of the time, you make distinctions, you make, certain thoughts known, like, okay, are they going to pick up this? You're going to theorycraft, et cetera, et cetera. And so a lot of the time, the pick ban phase is where you learn how the game is sort of going to go based on the heroes they pick up, but at the same time, a lot of casters like to theorycraft, and I am one of them who is not the best at doing so, but I enjoy looking at and seeing what is going to happen with these heroes right now. Queen of Pain, of course, together with Shakiro, the Ice Path, if you can get it on a few heroes, that Sonic Wave could be very nice. And with the Faceless Void added, that if you get a nice Chronosphere, it's the same thing. And now you don't have a vacuum from a Darkseer with that Sonic Wave, but you still have plenty of team fight, you still have plenty of mobility, etc., etc. 27 seconds left here, and then we'll get into the reserve time. The last pickup will be from RF in just one moment. They still have a lot of time on reserve time. Only 15 seconds left for Avengers. You look at, though, all of these heroes, and agility, and. So it's all intelligence on the side of RF right now. They could use some more tankiness. I would not be surprised to see them pick up a strength hero, but of course, Fen and Nakes are banned. Those are two heroes that you see so commonly, and they're probably the best in those roles. There are other heroes, of course. Brewmaster is also banned. There are other strength carries. Tiny's one of them that you can consider, but I don't know if they're going to run it with this lineup. 43 seconds left on reserve time right now. What will they go is the question. The answer we'll find out shortly. And I don't know what Avengers are going to go for either in terms of what they want to do for an offlane, or maybe they'll send Queen of Pain offlane, or solo side lane, I should say, maybe the safe lane, and then maybe get a mid hero as well. There are other mid heroes available in this pool, as you can see. And 21 seconds left on reserve time right now for RF. What will they pick up? I have absolutely no idea. 15 seconds left here.
10 seconds
10,
remaining.
9, 8, 7, blah, blah. What will it be? What will it be? Alchemist. Okay. a carry that is seen very rarely for a few reasons. Number one, he needs a lot of farm. Of course, he can get a really high GPM, as you can see with, of course, his Goblin's Greed, or whatever it's called, Grievel's Greed, excuse me. And he can farm away, but still, even with all that farm, he still probably doesn't outcarry a Faceless Void, specifically because if you get a big KB on an Alchemist, it's not going to matter if you get caught in a Chronosphere. So, they will go for an Alchemist. That is the pick up there. And Avengers have about 10 seconds left. Of course, 15 on reserve time, so about 20 seconds in total here. We'll see what they decide to go in just one moment. Then we'll get into the game, see what happens. It's going to be a Gyrocopter. There it is. Okay, so Avengers pick up the Gyrocopter last. Looks like they might send him mid, I think. I'm not 100% sure how they're going to lane this. I think if you send Queen of Pain into an off lane, Gyrocopter mid, and then a tri-lane with, of course, Rubik Shakiro and Faceless Void, you've probably gotten a nice little setup going, and I think they'll do an aggressive tri-lane. Maybe. We'll have to see. I don't know what they're going to do here. In terms of the other team on the side of RF, you're going to see the Darkseer probably in the off lane, I'd have to assume. Batrider will be heading mid, and of course an aggressive tri-lane with Shadow Demon, Leshrac, and Alchemist. Or not aggressive, but just a tri-lane in general. Excuse me. So we'll have to see how this is really going to work out for both teams. Taking a little bit of time here from the side of RF to get their picks going. There they go, now picking their heroes. Waiting on Orange. That is the last one, of course. And we'll see what we get into here in just a moment. Once again, thank you for joining us here at the Goldenhall, Dubai LAN Grand Finals. This is game number 3, Avengers with a 2-0 lead right now. If they take this one, it's all over. Here we go. We're into the game. On the side of RF, we're going to have Sol Factor on the Batrider. We're going to have John Owen on the Shadow Demon. We're going to see Boz on the Darkseer. Sin will be on the Alchemist. And finally, Ellie, who hearts Sin apparently, will be on the Leshrac. And that is the side of RF, which I still don't know really what that stands for, but that's okay. Avengers, the great PGG will be on the Gyrocopter. We're going to see Malix on the Rubik. We're going to see Hexor of internet YouTube fame on the Queen of Pain. We're going to see up top ZXC on the Faceless Void, and heading bottom is EDE on the Jakiro. So it's actually going to be a solo side lane, safe lane, Faceless Void, probably against the Darkseer, unless they decide to go for an aggressive tri-lane. Not 100% sure if they will do that. Bottom lane, we do see the aggressive tri-lane coming out from PGG, Malix, and of course, EDE. Good luck, have fun is called. Mannerisms all over the place. Hexor will have a nice time mid, I think, against this Batrider. We'll have to see how that does in fact go. Heading down here to this rune spot is going to be PGG, looking for the rune, maybe looking for some aggression in the jungle, but Sin, of course, Ellie are hiding away behind this tier 2 tower, so there's that. And PGG and his compadre is going to throw up an Observer Ward here, a nice little spot that is often used. Sometimes you like to see Observer Wards here. Other times you like to see them thrown sometimes into the lane or close to the lane anyways. I saw one here previously. But they will throw one to give that rune vision. The rune will be top. It'll actually be taken by Baz. It's going to be a double damage unless he decides to maybe just babysit the rune for a time being. He will pick it up and he'll head top. We're going to get a pause coming in from PGG real quick. His mouse is having issues apparently. And we'll find out what's going to happen here. We will get going in just a second. They say go. Everybody's good. Everybody's good. We're going here. So this is a aggressive tri-lane versus a non-aggressive tri-lane. Sin, of course, with the unstable concoction. John Un is here as well as the Leshrac, and now PGG and ED as well as Malix. Maybe looking for some early aggression. If they decide to go for Rocket Barrage first, I imagine that this tri-lane will be pretty productive against something like, I mean, he has really no right click on the Alchemist, and Disruption is great, but at the same time it doesn't do any damage. So Split Earth is the only damaging thing here, and if you can avoid it, you'll be fine. Unstable Concoction as well, but still not that big of a deal, honestly. PGG will try to get his last hits going, hasn't skilled anything just yet. Of course, the mid lane with this Batrider here, we'll have a decent little lane against, of course, Hexor on the Queen of Pain. We'll have to see how that does in fact go. Now remember this is LAN, so the pings should be about even. Of course mine, not so much, doesn't really matter. ZXC up in the top lane, gonna have a tough time. Baz is already tanking the creep wave, as you can see. ZXC will be under this tower trying to last hit, going for it essentially. PGG getting about only one last hit right now, so pretty standard stuff. Nothing crazy happening right now. 4 sticky napalm strikes on the Hexor, 5 as you can see right now. Gonna provide Sol Factor some more last hitting abilities. And bottom lane already looking to see some little aggression on PGG, just some right clicks. He's going for Rocket Barrage first, unsurprisingly. Needs to get rid of those creeps if they do want to go for something. You see John Un is on the backside looking for a disruption maybe. But yeah, no, they're going to try to let Sin farm here. There's going to be Telekinesis. Ice Path going to hit up as well. There's the Rocket Barrage. Disruption going to save his life for the time being. Unstable Concoction going to go as well, hitting Malex. Not too much damage, though. Just a little bit of harassment, nothing too crazy. Looks like they were trying to set up for a kill, but nice play by John Un to use that disruption defensively, save his life there. Good play. ZXC continuing to try to farm. Boz as well. At this point, getting a Soul Ring recipe, and of course the Sage's Mask needs the Ring of Regen to complete it. He did a good job. He's actually getting plenty of last hits with 7, but of course ZXC getting 8, as you can see. Going for Stout Shield and Coiling Blade. Boz trying to do some harassment there. Going to take up some more creeps, and bottom lane we might see some more damage. Sin actually very close to going down. PGG right now actually in some trouble as well, taking a little bit of damage there. Fade Bolt going to fly out. Sin taking even more damage, but nothing too crazy in terms of damage. You can see 5 last hits right now. PGG is at 8, so he's doing pretty well for himself. Level 2 for them. He's actually going for Homing Missile rather than Flat Cannon early on, so that's interesting to see, especially in the tri lane. Usually I like to see Flat Cannon, but regardless, it's still going to go well for him. So, RF here with ZXC up in the top lane. 12 last hits for ZXC. He'll be doing fine. Mid lane, a little bit of aggression. And Unstable Concoction might fly. There's going to be a disruption. And Sin will set up for it. It's going to fly on PGG. It's going to hit 2. PGG taking some damage. Might go down to first blood. And Edict going to fly out as well. And actually, Sin in some trouble. Ellie in some trouble, excuse me, right now. EDE as well. Still very low. Sin continuing to chase. There's Unstable Concoction. The stun's going to hit not long enough. He's going to salve up, and they'll be fine. Somehow, PGG lived with about 20 HP, which was very close. I thought for sure he was going to go down. That would be first blood, but it doesn't happen. Sin very close to getting it. Going to go for his treads right off the bat. His last hit's at 8 right now. 16 up in the top lane for ZXC. Darkseer at 16 as well. But when you have a Darkseer up against a carry, you want this carry to get farmed. The Darkseer, not as much. I mean, yes, it's nice that he's going to be getting that farm and getting something like maybe an early mech or something. But at the same time, ZXC does so much more with farm than the Darkseer does, obviously. And Malek's actually going to be down here alone for the time being. You see the regen is happening from PGG and EDE. That's really a weird combination of names, I gotta say. Regardless, Hexor having a decent time in mid, doing some harassment damage against Factor. Hexor going for what seems to be Scream of Pain build. As you can see, 2 into Scream of Pain. It does allow you for better last hitting, I believe. Because, I mean, obviously Shadow Strike's only a single target ability. Scream of Pain giving you plenty of damage, AoE damage as well, which I think is very important. And I think that I think Shadow Strike is nice against certain heroes. I don't know about it against Batrider, especially since he's got a magic stick, so it's not as spammable. Whereas Scream of Pain does a lot of damage, and it only, it's not really as spammable. ELE going to be down here, has pretty much nothing except for 3 GG branches still. Sol Factor going with an Invis rune right now. Mid is going to be taken. PGG was actually roaming, looking for something. Sol Factor, you're not level 6 just yet. PGG may be looking for him. He might have noticed that he got body blocked there. Not sure if he did. There's going to be a Split Earth right now, and the Edict flying out as well. PGG in some trouble. Going to get hit by the Flame Break, and he will go down to first blood. Leshrac getting it there with the Diabolic Edict. And so nice job there for Ellie to pick up that kill. PGG going down first, rotating in his Hexor. Doesn't have level 6 just yet. He's actually also very slow. He doesn't have boots. He's going to use his Scream of Pain, blink away, and he'll be fine for the time being. Sol has no mana. He's got enough to keep spamming that Sticky Napalm, but other than that, not too much else going on. PGG, though, going down, of course, that was first blood. Not the most fortunate thing in the world, especially since he's only got 8 last hits, and now the Alchemist has actually gotten up to about 17. Alchemist is still here, farming away, doing pretty well for himself. But 27 right now for ZXC, so he's been farming pretty well. Got a Ring of Health, looks like it will be a Battle Fury. ZXC taking a lot of damage, though. Taking a lot of damage, trying to backtrack. He'll time walk out, and he'll be okay. Still, though, Queen of Pain is actually going to get a kill there in the mid lane. Hexor is going to take that one just fine. He'll salvo up as well. And top lane, ZXC needs to be careful.
Middle tower is under attack.
We see Leshrac actually at base regenning up, buying boots, and TPing back in. And Sol Factor. Alright, Sin right now looking for more last hits, as you can see. He's got about 20 at this point. You see Gyrocopter PGG down to 11. They had some nice early aggression here, but the disruptions, of course, make it very difficult to go for any kill. The defensive disruptions, I should say. PGG's playing pretty aggressively here. Nice little ward coming out, of course, from the side of John Un. Going to give them plenty of vision here in this lane, showing them whether they're coming through from the low ground or, of course, from the lane here, which is pretty important. Now we're actually seeing a smoke gang happening from Malex and EDE at this point. They're going to head mid looking for Sol Factor. There's no sentry wards or anything, so if he goes even out like anywhere, they're going to actually rotate around and look for a telekinesis into an ice path, and this should be an easy kill. He'll try to Firefly away, but I don't think that he'll be able to get away, assuming they're able to hit this up correctly. Sol is going to back off. There's going to be the telekinesis. He's going to fly down. Ice path going to land as well, and that should be his death. Yep. The Queen of Pain will get the kill, of course, double damage, which was on Hexor, and he got it with the Shadow Strike as well. So nice play there, nice little gank, and that's what you need to do when you're doing a tri-lane. Just rotate every now and then, go for other kills, try to get experience. Meanwhile, realizing that was happening, Alchemist goes for a kill on PGG and is able to get it with an unstable concoction. Of course, the Splitter, I'm sure, landed as well. So there's that. Top lane right now is ZXC, trying to get more farm, but there's no creeps here. He needs to hit under the tower, and Boz is trying to push pretty nicely here, and he's going to try to harass ZXC a little bit more. He's actually going to fly by him, and there's going to be that. And meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, PGG is still looking for farm. He's still a little far behind, as you can see. Telekinesis onto Sin, Ice Path missing. Homing Missile is going to fly out, but that's going to take a while to get there. And I think that'll be the end of the aggression for this period of time, trying to kill that, and they will. That'll be 24 extra gold going to the Shadow Demon that he didn't think he was going to get. Top lane right now, ZXC very low. He's backtracking. He's going to time walk away. TP rotation coming in from Queen of Pain right now. Going to try to chase after Boz. He is surged up, level 2 surge. Was going to use the Sonic Wave. Doesn't have enough mana to do so anymore. He has some now, but of course after that blink he won't. Boz should be able to get away just fine, and ZXC was actually very close to going down, but of course that Ring of Health will provide him some regen, which is nice to have. Rotating down, we do see actually the Batrider looking for a lasso. He's got it available, and they'll have to be careful. There's going to be Soul Catcher. Malex is going to take some damage. He's going to get lassoed as well. They're going to bring him back. There's going to be Unstable Concoction. Malex will go down here, it looks like. Sin, however, taking plenty of tower damage. Homing Missile might fly in. I don't think they're going to want to go on this. Ellie, though, in a bad position. There's the Rocket Barrage as well. Not enough damage, and that should be the end of aggression. Nice play to come in there from the backside from Sol Factor to get that lasso going off. So good play there. Boz actually picking up an Illusion Rune of his own. ZXC with 47 last hits, trying to go for what seems to be a Hand of Midas. So he's actually going for Ring of Health and the Hand of Midas. Might go for a Battle Fury later on, but for now he's going to go for Midas. Meanwhile, bottom lane missing a few kills here. Unfortunately, actually more aggression happening. 1-for-1 trade. Sin very low, as you can see. PGG did go down, as well as the Leshrac. Shakira now in a bit of trouble. He's going to try to back off. They're not going to dive this tower, I don't think. Yeah, EDE should be just fine. Meanwhile, top lane, Darkseer actually going to get the kill there, of course, on ZXC with that little bit of dive. Level 4 Iron Chill, nice job. So missed a few kills, but that's all right. 5-3 right now. PGG rotating back down to the bottom lane. And Hexor into the mid, checking out the graphs for just a moment while they've got some time. About 500 experience going on the side of Avengers right now, but it's heading back to 0. And as you can see, the gold is about 500, so very even in terms of both gold and experience. Not too much else going on right now. PGG is still trying to farm away. Does actually get 2 points of Flat Cannon, so he does have that 1 point in Homing Missile, 1 into Rocket Barrage, but 3 points of Flat Cannon, excuse me, is going to provide him to, be able to get things like Ancient Stun quicker, creep camps as well. If he can get the farm. Well, that's a big if, but still. Actually, top lane right now. There's going to be a Chronosphere. BAZ is in some trouble right now, as you can see. Taking a bit of damage. He can try to surge away. Telekinesis is going to fly. Nice chain there. Didn't need to use that when he was in the Chronosphere, so ZXC will actually get that kill. He's going to pick up a Gloves of Haste as well, which will give him that Midas. Hexor was here to provide any sort of backup needed. Bottom lane right now. There's going to be a kill here. Alchemist will get the kill on Jakiro. Of course, that Unstable Concoction flying, and there's a lasso going in on PGG right now. He is in some trouble, taking a lot of damage, trying to use his Magic Wand Charge. Rocket Barrage going as well, and they're going to get the kill. Ellie's going to pick it up. Sin taking a bit of damage, but he's fine. He's going for what seems to be Armlet. He's going to try to regen with his ultimate, as you can see. Rotation's coming down from the mid lane right now. There are 4 here on the side of RF, so 7-4 is the score, as you can see. ZXC getting that nice little kill there. Giving him the Hand of Midas is pretty important. And so that's the one thing you really can't count out, is that this bottom lane's had some trouble, but mid and sort of top have been pretty even, I'd say. So I think it'll really depend on how the mid game goes for both teams right now. As you can see, Boz is here. Once again, ZXC trying to do some right click with that extra little bit of attack speed coming in from the Midas. Not going to do too much, though. He'll have to backtrack if BAZ gets too close. Excuse me, not backtrack, time walk. But he's fine for the time being, and he'll just continue on moving along. And so there's that. Bottom lane right now. Armlet's very close to being done for Alchemist. I don't know if the recipe's actually flying out to him right now. No, it's just some ward salve and a TP scroll. PGG looking for more last hits. As you can see, he's pretty far behind, 24. Actually, not too far, but there's going to be a disruption there on Civil Concoction, but the Split Earth was very nice. The Rocket Barrage as well. PGG in some trouble, though. Gonna Magic Wand. He'll be fine for the time being, but Sin looking for the kill. Gonna get it, actually. So 1-for-1 trade there. Shadow Demon going down, as well as the Gyrocopter. PGG having a very tough time. Hexor's going to blink in, looking for a Sonic Wave. Might find it on 2 if he can. And he's looking, and he's actually going to back off, so not going to go for it. Ellie is actually going to TP out, so he'll be fine. Top lane, we actually see this tower has gotten taken down right now, so ZXC has to get back to his own tier 2 right now, and he's still looking for more last hits. He has his Chronosphere available, but he's not going to do it on an Iron Shelled up Darkseer, so he's got to wait for some rotation, I think, some help. You see that the Chronosphere is going to be fly in as well. That's the Rubik there. He's going to be stuck in the Chrono. BAZ going to get Time Lock proc there. He's going to try to get out. There's the Telekinesis. Will it be enough? There is a Fable available, I think. And the Iron Shell almost getting the kill on ZXC, so he actually had to Time Walk away, let Rubik get that kill. Still a nice play there, and Midas flying in as well, so almost about 1,000 gold in the bank right now. And I'm not sure what he's going to build, but 2,000 in experience going the side of Avengers, gold with about 1,000 going inside RF, and they're going to try to maybe defend mid here. A little bit of push coming in from the side of Avengers. Rotating out of this tri-lane is Ellie as well as Gian on. And there's going to be a fort popped as well. PGG looking to try to take this tower. Of course, Hexor's here as well. Flamebreak going to push them back for the time being. They're thinking about backing. There are 3 here. Don't want to get lassoed or anything like that. Realizing that it's not worth it. It is deniable. They will deny it or try to anyways. I imagine that it should get denied. I don't think that it won't. Yeah, there you go. You can see Ellie's going to do the job there. Bottom lane, you can see PGG still trying to farm. She rotated back after that little flame break there. Treads up on Queen of Pain. What else do we got in terms of items? Looks like Armbot has been finished for Sin. Mech up on Darkseer as well. Hexor in some trouble. He'll back off. Midas is up on ZXC. Gyro's, I mean, they're pretty low in levels. If you look at experience right now, actually, it's still kind of even, so. And Boz going to put up his Iron Shell once again, looking for ZXC right now. He's got Vacuum, level 2, so a little bit of damage. ZXC not taking too much, though, from that Iron Shell this time around. He's still taking a little bit, of course. He's actually going to try to back off. He still has his Time Walk available. Surge going to fly in. And now everybody's sort of rotating in, looking to fight right here. Here comes the Rubik right now. ZXC doesn't have his Chrono. Here comes Ellie looking for maybe a hit. Vacuum gonna fly. ZXC gonna Time Walk away just in time. There's the last one. Malix, he's in some trouble. Sonic Wave gonna whiff on everybody. Malix in some trouble. He's gonna have to, he actually stole Surge. He might be able to get away from this. Scream of Pain flying in as well. Boz still trying to chase. There's the mech. Flame Break not gonna get the kill. He actually missed it. Malix trying to juke as much as possible, but I think he should go down. Edict is gonna fly as well. They'll get the kill. Shadow Demon getting it. A pretty heavy dive. No rotations coming in just yet. We're going to see Queen of Pain get a kill, though, on the Shadow Demon with that Scream of Pain. Nice Ice Path going to come in, going to split the lane. Ellie in some trouble, more damage flying out. There's the Scream of Pain. Assault Factor going to TP out smartly, realizing that there's nothing that they can do to stop him unless they had an Ice Path up, which they did not. But they turn it around, make it sort of a 2-for-2 trade there. Unless I don't think ZXC went down there. No, he didn't. I don't believe he did. So it was a 1-for-2 trade, actually, with only the Rubik going down, and they turn it into 2 kills. So nice job by Avengers. Queen of Pain going to bottle up a DD rune and probably try to get some mana out of this as well. Might head back home. Top is going to be still pushed out a little bit, so ZXC getting more farm. Bottom, Melix looking for some farm in his own. He's actually going to steal what seems to be Chemical Rage. I actually don't know how that works on Melix. Or on Rubik, excuse me. Meanwhile, there's actually a huge rotation mid right now. PGG taking a lot of damage, not before he gets the call down off. Mech's going to fly, though, and that's not going to do too much damage. So nice gank there. 10-8 is the score right now with RF leading the way in terms of kills. However, still very early. Unstable Concoction here on Malix. There is going to be an armlet pop. Malix taking some damage, not nearly enough though, and Sin now in some trouble. As you can see, the Scream of Pain plus the Fade Bolt should be enough. Unstable Concoction is up on Rubik. That's what it looks like, I guess. It just allows him to HP regen, get more strength, and all that jazz. So mid tower is going to be pressured. Fortification flying out as well. Edict, though, should be level 3 Edict, and they're going to take the tower, it looks like, or at least they'll try to. There's no fort, of course, it was just used, as you saw, and there's no TP rotation, so that is going to be Leshrac getting that tower kill there. 10-9 the score, and looking, actually seeing a smoke from the side of Avengers. They're going to take the top tower, Faces Wood getting that one. He's actually going to time walk away nicely onto the other side of the river. He's actually pretty high in levels, too, which is nice. Baz still chasing pretty far, and the rest of his teammates are actually coming in as well. ZXC can get to the tower, but they might still go here. As you can see, TP rotations coming in, Split Earth. Oh, the Chronosphere right in time. Ellie's in some trouble. Nice disruption coming in, though, from the Shadow Demon. Ice Path going to fly out, though. Ellie's in some trouble. There's the Dual Breath. Ellie taking a bit of damage. He's going to go down. ZXC getting that kill. Felix getting one on the Shadow Demon as well. Boz in some trouble. Homing Missile is going to fly. Surge onto PGG. There's the Homing Missile. Doesn't get the kill. ZXC gets the last hit with the that right-click damage, and he has the Claymore, have a Broadsword soon, and then, of course, he'll have that Battle Fury. So Midas plus Battle Fury is a pretty common trend that we're seeing nowadays. Gold looks to be about 1,000 right now on the side of Avengers. Experience a lot more than I thought it should be. So there's that. And despite the fact that PGG's gone down 6 times, they're doing pretty well for themselves. Malix has had some nice plays. ZXC surviving, getting the gold and the kills, etc., etc. He's very close to a Void Stone in that Battle Fury, and that's going to be pretty imperative. He'll be able to farm more, go for a Daedalus, something like that, and then that damage, or whatever he decides to go for. Mantis Style is something that we see often, too. We'll have to see what he decides to pick up. Not sure. TP rotation coming in from the Darkseer again. He has not rotated out of any lane except for the top lane the entire game, I'm pretty sure. ZXC taking more Ion Shell damage. Boz also trying to dish out some damage while he's getting right-clicked himself. And ZXC will back off. More TP's coming in. Shadow Demon not going to make it in time. ZXC still has his Time Walk available. Battle Fury so close to being done. And he's actually going to eat this tree and try to creep it up here a little bit. Bottom aggression. Edict is flying off here from Ellie. No glyph available. I don't know if they'll be able to push this back. It looks like this tower will go down. They're going to try to deny it, maybe. That might be the end of that aggression for now. They only have 2 here. I think they're going to take this tower, and that's just going to be it. But a huge smoke gang coming in from PGG as well as the rest of the Avengers. They're going to go on Boz. There's Call Down coming in as well. Telekinesis, Boz going to try to escape. He's only got 2 into Surge. There's the Chronosphere. ZXC barely hitting it at the edge there. He'll take some more damage. BAZ trying to get out. The Time Lock proxy will go down. PGG getting the kill. Splitter will miss just barely. Buyback coming in from the dark, so they're going to try to turn this around and fight apparently, but he's pretty far away from the fight. As you can see, I'll TP into the tier 2 tower. PGG's going to get out or try to. He's got his treads, drive-by treads, as well as the TP pickup there. There's the blink coming in from Factor. The lasso. This should be the death of PGG unless Malik can save him. The Surge coming in though. The Splitter hitting on 2. A lot of damage going there. Rocket Barrage trying to turn this around. Edict, not enough to kill Melix. He's trying to get out right now. PGG's going to go down, though, to the Purge. The Vacuum will get that other kill. So a 2-for-1 trade, but the buyback coming in, of course, from the side of Boz to make sure that kill is assured. Bottom lane's getting pressured in the meantime. It's like the quietest chat I've ever seen in my life. Hello, chat. How are you? Good? I hope everything's going well. I hope you're having a good Saturday. Yes? Excellent.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Jan
under
Un
attack.
right now continuing to ward up as a good Shadow Demon would.
Radiant's bottom tower has
ZXC in the
fallen.
meantime finishing up his Battle Fury. Yes, make some noise. And ZXC continuing to farm just like he should be. Going for Midas and Battle Fury. He's got plenty of money right now. Gonna probably buy something in short order. We'll have to see what it in fact is. EDE, same thing with that warding situation. Not a surprise there. PGG doesn't have too much either. Malix, Arcanes on him, not bad. Hexor, what do you got going for you? Ultimate Orb looks like it will be inside the Vise. Oh, very close to that Mystic Staff, so there's that. And Shadow Demon, still looking to ward here. What does Bat have? He's got his Blink, doesn't have his Force just yet. Ellie's got Urn, which is nice. Hexor is very low. In this, actually, there might be an initiation. Fall down's going to fly there. That's not going to hit anybody. The Sonic Wave hitting on 1. They're going to get the kill on Leshrac. PGG now taking some damage, but he's okay. Disruption going on to the Shadow Demon right now. Here comes Sin right now, actually with a Shadow Blade, looking for a kill. Leshrac's going to buy right back. Quinn Pain getting the kill on the Batrider. PGG's going to go down to Sin. Malix taking a lot of damage, and the Vacuum there. Hexor in some trouble. Blink coming out. And Split Earth actually landing on Hexor. He's in some trouble. He's got enough to blink away, but just barely. Hexor will be fine. He'll TP out as well. And ZXC still continuing to farm away.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
Unstable
under attack.
Concoction was looking for something. Sin didn't get it. He actually, very interesting play there. Hexor right now looking for more. Nice TP out there. He's actually going to buy that Mystic Staff, I'd imagine. Or just wait until he buys the entire thing full.
Regeneration.
Want to look at the kills and deaths, as you can see right now. Well, this is really the problem. PGG's died 8 times. Not really the best for him. Obviously, he's really contributed to a few kills as well, though, which has been nice. But the 8 deaths certainly aren't helping. Hexor's had a good game, though. As you can see, 7-0-2, which is great. Last hits, 149 for, of course, the Faceless Void, who's continuing to farm away. It will be a Yasha pickup, so it looks like it will be a Mantis style, so there's that. So that's going to be some nice damage coming out from him. Usually you like to see Daedalus, but I guess they're going to go for a Yasha into a Manta instead. I imagine it'd be a Manta next, unless he decides to stop along the way and pick something up, you know, like, of course, the Chrysalis into a Manta or something like that. And let's be honest, if you were in Dubai, you'd also be having a good time too, even if it was for a Dota tournament. So, like, you're pretty good. I think they're in Dubai doing this. I don't know if they're like doing it as a Dubai LAN. I'm pretty sure it is a Dubai LAN, like they're in Dubai. I mean, it's a LAN, so I'd imagine they're there. 2 seconds, they're going to try to stun ZXC here, and a lot of damage. ZXC's taking a lot of damage. It's a nice little stun. Does he have his Chronosphere? He's actually going to back off, not even try to use the Chrono. Nice time wall coming in, so he'll be just fine. PGG also in some trouble if he gets caught out here. There's a few heroes along the way, actually, with the smoke. And once again, thank you for joining us here. This is going to be the Game 3 of the Goldenhall Dubai LAN Finals. I am Maut, M-A-U-T. If you've not seen me before, I enjoy casting for you. A smoke coming in on the side of 3. Oh boy, they might be walking into a trap here. But if they can catch Sin out, they might be in some good position. There's going to be Shadow Blade going as well. Lasso going on the Assault Vector. There's the Telekinesis as well. Oh man, so much damage. ZXC and Queen of Pain connecting there with that Sonic Wave. ZXC hitting, of course, with that cleave, just so much damage. And Malex was actually looking for a stun. And right now, Boz is going to be sheeped up, and he's going to back off just fine. He's got Surge available. And so that wasn't that could have been a lot worse. I think PGG's going to head back to the mid lane. Bottom lane is going to be heading ZXC, going to look for more farm. Ancient Stacks probably, or Roshan is actually what it's looking like at this point. So that will be the next choice here. ZXC looking for, of course, that Aegis. He'll find it, I'm sure. There's the Shadow Strike. Roshan will be taken down. These guys have no idea this is happening, obviously. They have no wards here, it doesn't look like. Roshan is taken down. ZXC will pick up the Aegis there. Gonna go to these Ancients, it looks like, and just farm these a little bit more. Do a lot of damage, as you can see. He's taking a bit of damage from these guys, but PGG's helping out as well, which is nice. Actually just took a lot of those last hits. But ZXC will get a few of them himself. So PGG taking a few of those last to ZXC as well. Splitting the farm between both the carries, as you can see. ZXC is actually kind of low. Doesn't have a whole lot of lifesteal, or any for that matter. Hexor finishing up that set of device. What will be the next choice for him? Not sure. We'll have to find out in a few minutes. Sin looking for a gank here with that Shadow Blade, and might find it, actually. Oh, and a nice blink coming in from Hexor, so he's going to hit himself with that stun. Of course, not too much damage. He's fine. He had his armlet on, too. Heading maybe into the jungle is RF, looking for something here. Of course, everybody's really right around this tier 2 tower mid, or just like just a little line here between these tier 2s, as you can see. Baz with, of course, his Hood of Defiance as well as Mech. Gonna go for that Pipe of Insight when he can get it. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that I'm a good commentator. I appreciate it. Alright. 179 last hits right now on the Faceless Void. Looking at his abilities and his, well, not his abilities, obviously his items. He's going for Manta Style next. 15,000 in terms of experience, about almost 10, so actually 7,500 in terms of gold. So they've got a lot of experience lead, however, not too much gold lead. As you can see, though, ZXC is carrying the weight in that regard, as well as Hexor, not too much, and not too far behind him. Of course, Sin as well at about 9,000. With that Hyperstone pickup, looks like it's going to be an AC or a Mjolnir. Mjolnir is probably the more popular choice for Alchemist, I'd have to imagine, with that Hyperstone. Just because you get that nice little shield around you, and of course the damage is always really good. So Sin will just be able to continue. Look how much he's farming here. So that's nice. With that Goblin's or Grievel's Greed. Isn't it supposed to be Goblin's Greed? Maybe I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Gem of True Sight actually on the tier right now. They're just going to try to counter ward. They've had a pretty good job doing. Just look at this vision here on the side of the Dire in comparison to the Radiant. Here's the Radiant vision. They don't have a whole lot. They've got this ward here. Dire vision, giving them plenty of ward all around the map. The sentry wards, I think, are the bigger deal, so it's pretty important. And that ward just expired too, so. But we actually going to see a Hex up onto Sin. Calldown's going to go as well. He's going to get disrupted. Chronosphere onto 2, maybe 3. Yep, there's a Sonic Wave hitting 2. Queen of Pain getting one of those kills. Boss taking a lot of damage. Mech's going to fly as well. Vacuum going. A lot of damage going in, but none down on the side of Avengers just yet. ZXC might be the first. He does have that Aegis, however. Triple kill coming in for Hexor right now. Aegis is going to get popped. Sin needs to back out of there. He's got his Shadow Blade. Is there a sentry? He's going to try to maybe TP out. He has one available. Homing missile. Actually, they have the gem. Excuse me. Sin taking more damage. ZXC might get this kill. No, Gyrocopter will pick it up. That'll be a 4-for-0 trade there. And a nice pickup for the side of Avengers. And they're in a pretty favorable position, I'd have to say. So, nice job there. They're going to look to push the tier 2, and why not? I mean, Alchemist is down for about 34 seconds, so I don't think there's any way they can really defend this. They don't have the Aegis, though. That did get popped, but it was a good usage of the Aegis. ZXC, with his Manta style now, at about level 19, so his GPM and XPM, I'm sure, is pretty good. You look at his GPM, 546. Let's look at his XPM, which is the sum button. There it is, R, 708 experience per minute. Not bad. Very good. Just keep it on the net worth chart, though. And Milk will get, or excuse me, Malex. I almost called him Milk. I did, in fact, call him Milk. That's a mistake. Malex will pop up a Sal for himself. Looks like we have more vision coming in on the dire side. Nice little vision right next to each other, though, as you can see from RF and, of course, Avengers there. PGG continuing to farm. Has a Yasha right now. And top lane looks to be the next spot of aggression real quick, so there's that. And ZXC. Invisibility. Continuing to farm. We're going to get a pause game real quick. Alright, while we're doing this, 1 second. Let me add my... Hold on 1 second, guys. While we're doing this, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here for just a second. Fix a few things until the pause comes back. Thanks for joining us here on the Goldenhall Dubai LAN finals between RF and, of course, the Avengers, led by PGG. Looks like we're going to get a disconnect out real quick, so we'll be right back in just a second. Yep. Hold on 1 second, guys. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Neo Dota. I am Maut. You can follow us at neodota.com, me at twitter.com/MautDota2, and twitch.tv/MautDota2. This is a rather long pause. There's some sort of technical difficulties happening right now. Hold on 1 second, guys. I apologize for the delay. Yeah, I'll change the screen back in just a second. I apologize. Alright. Everything looking good here. Yes. Okay, and here we go. Throw it to the screen. So everything. Alright, I apologize for that, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to get back into the game in just a second. A player did drop, though. Who was that dropped? It was the Darkseer. And he hasn't come back in yet. We actually had to get a reload into the game. So it's 4v5 right now, actually, surprisingly enough. So there's a disruption onto ZXC as well as the Soul Catcher plus the Demonic Purge. He's going to time walk away. In some trouble. Salfactor is actually going to lasso him up here onto the high ground right now. ZXC taking some damage. He has time walking about 5 seconds. Not a whole lot of damage going on to him. He's got that point booster, making him a little bit more tanky. He can Chronosphere if he wants to. ZXC taking a bit of damage right now. Looking to time walk. He's waiting. Split Earth barely missing. Nice juke there from ZXC. I don't know if it was intended or not. They're going to continue to chase. They want this kill. Sticking an Napalm, making him rather slow. He's actually going to go in for a kill here on Sin, doing a ton of damage. We'll actually be able to get it. It looks like Salfactor. There's a disruption on him as well. Not maybe the best disruption in that certain circumstance. He's actually going to time walk out right now. Faceless Void is going to live, it looks like. Meanwhile, PGG might chase up to the Shadow Demon. Not going to happen. Malek's on the background. Sin going to try to go for a kill there. Oh yeah, that's right about. I forgot about this. And GG is going to be called here. So that's going to be it, I think. Yep.
Radiant's top tower
Players are leaving. Everything is done, it seems to be. Avengers will take this 3-0. I'm going to look for Gosu Cup games, so stick around. We'll be back in just a second. Thank you for watching. This was the Goldenhall Dubai Finals. That's going to be it. Everybody's getting out of here right now. I'm going to keep the stream on. I'm actually going to restart it, put some delay on, and we're going to get into a Gosu Cup game in just a second. So hang tight, guys, and we'll be right back in just a second. All right. Actually going to keep the stream on for now. Hang on, everybody. Yeah, it did finish. I needed to fix a few things, though, for Gosu Cup, so hold on just a second. I apologize for that sort of abrupt end. But they realized what happened was they couldn't get the Darkseer back into the game, so they just decided to forfeit, unfortunately. So, I mean, those things tend to happen, though, so. That being said, I appreciate you guys joining us. The Gosu Cup games will be coming up in just a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm seriously gonna... I'll be right back. I'll see who I can get in terms of a game. Let's get back into Dota in just a second. And move this. All right, be right back.